Mid-tempo jams by Usher, You Make Me Wanna. One of his early hits might have been his first really big hit. At number 26 on my fantasy playlist, holding from 26 the previous week, October the 18th, 1997. The song was written by Usher with Jermaine Dupri and Manuel Seal. Jermaine Dupri, pretty big figure on the R&B hip-hop scene back in the day. He co-wrote and he co-produced Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. That was a hit for her back in 1996. This song, You Make Me Wanna, the longest run in the history of Billboard's Hot R&B and hip-hop charts. It was on the Hot R&B hip-hop charts for 71 weeks. Usher. That record would be shattered when Mary J. Blige came out with Be Without You, which came out about 10 years later. That record spent about 75 weeks on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Singles charts. Now, here's the thing about the Hot 100. This song went to number 2 for 7 weeks. It tried, but did not succeed. And toppling Elton John's Candle in the Wind from the number 1 position on Billboard's Hot 100, fall of 1997. There's one thing that I want to mention about this. One thing about the 60s and 70s, there'd be a lot of number 1 hits. But because Billboard, they had changed up the way they tabulated their records in the 90s, you had these records that would spend like 6 or 7 weeks at number 1. The next record would spend 6 or 7 weeks at number 1. And you only had like about maybe 5, 6, 7, or maybe 10 number 1 hits in a particular year. Whereas I think at one point in the 60s, in 67, there would be like 20 or 30 something number 1 hits on Billboard's Hot 100. And 74, there was about that same number of number 1 hits, about 20 or 30 something, I believe. But anyway, it's just something I wanted to bring up. I kind of missed those days when you had a higher turnover of number 1 hits on Billboard's Hot 100. Missed those days. But Usher, You Make Me Wanna at number 26 on my fantasy playlist, October 18th, 1997.